Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Offsidez Sportz. I am Adrian.
Kyle.
Big James.
And we do not have Tony with us here today, but James will be making his picks.
I got you, man.
Okay, so real quick, we'll do the Week 6 results. The Giants beat the Eagles 34-17. Broncos beat the Jets 13-11. The Rams beat the Ravens 17-3. Panthers beat the Cowboys 30-27. The Colts beat the Cardinals 31-27. Seahawks beat the Jaguars 20-12. Chargers beat the Dolphins 29-27. Steelers beat the Browns 23-9. Buccaneers beat the 49ers 30-19. Raiders beat the Titans 20-10. Packers beat the Bengals 27-18. Patriots beat the Saints 25-19. Chiefs beat the Lions 30-17. Game ended with a fight. Falcons beat the Bills, which was crazy, 24-14. And the number one game that I believe was scripted of the week, the Bears beat the Commanders 27-24. I think it was because of that game last year where that Bears player was all celebrating and the Commanders got that game-winning Hail Mary. I think it was just to get payback for that. But, oh well. But now we're going to move on to our Week 7 picks. Woo, woo, woo.
The script is real. All right, we're going to start off the Thursday night, October 16th, 8:15 p.m., 7:15 Central.
Yes, sir.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, and I got Cincinnati. Tony has Pittsburgh.
I have Cincinnati.
I have Cincinnati, and Gerald has Pittsburgh. So I would say that would be a 3 Cincinnati, 2 Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I thought it was 3 and 3.
No, we only have 4. 5.
Yeah, my bad.
So this one has 3 Cincinnati, 2 Steelers. All right.
Okay, we're going overseas. LA Rams. Oh yeah. Sorry. Starting with the Sunday, October 19th, at 9:30 a.m., 8:30 over here, Central Time. LA Rams versus Jacksonville Jaguars.
Live in London. This is, I believe, I want to say, I did read that it is the 12th game that the Jaguars have played in London overall, and the Jaguars are currently 6-5 in London, but 4-5 at the Wembley field. That means all 5 losses have been at that field that they're playing at. That's why, I ain't gonna lie, I did have Jacksonville, but I switched it over because, how about the Rams? So me and Gerald got the Rams.
Me and Tony both have the Rams.
I got the Rams.
Ram it is.
Rams it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, at the 1 p.m. slots on Sunday, October 19th. First game at the 1 o'clock. New Orleans, who that? At Chicago, and I got New Orleans. Tony has Chicago.
I have Chicago.
Me and Gerald have Chicago.
Oh,
so we have a Chicago or New Orleans for the
Eat your words. You know what? I feel like New Orleans is getting kind of better, but I also feel like the Bears are actually kind of like doing some work themselves. I feel like it's gonna be a good game.
I think low key, the way I see it, it's gonna be another that last week's game that back and forth between the Patriots and the Saints. I think it's gonna be another one of those. I think the only thing is
New Orleans is just gonna pull it out.
Chicago
that's what you want
will
to
probably
say.
get it at the end.
No faith at all. But you know what? That's all right. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. All right. Next game, Miami at Cleveland. I got Cleveland, and Tony has Miami.
I have Miami.
Alright, I have Miami, but Gerald has Cleveland, so that will be a Miami 3-2. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, that game, both 1-5, that game, just like the Bears and the Saints, it could go either way. It's just depending on who wants it the most to that last whistle. Yeah, there.
Okay. Next game, New England Patriots at Tennessee. I think we all know who we all went for.
New England.
New England.
Everybody
Absolutely.
New England.
Across the
Absolutely.
board, New England.
Honestly, truthfully, I see Tennessee luckily getting possibly a 3-14 record. I only see them possibly winning 3.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see them winning 3, best 4, but I don't see them winning any more than that. But
Totally fair.
All right. Sunday, October 19th, we have the 1 p.m., which is Eastern, and then I do believe it's 12 o'clock.
Central.
Central, that's what it is, yes. It's Las Vegas at Kansas City. I have Kansas.
Me and Gerald also have Kansas.
Me and Tony both have the Swifties.
So the Kansas City Swifties are gonna win. We got that a 5-0 sweep for Kansas City Swifties.
But they're also looking like some frauds. But so
Hold on, did you see that one flag was thrown on them against the Lions? And I saw like 6 blocking the bags and so many holds.
yeah.
I even saw a face mask and they didn't even call it. Like, what the heck? But they are sure calling everything on Detroit. I'll tell you what, coach over there spit a sunflower seed.
How y'all feel? What?
I knew what you were aiming for.
All right, so Sunday, October 19th.
You ain't gotta keep repeating that part.
Okay. Philadelphia at Minnesota. I have Minnesota.
Gerald has Minnesota. I want to go with Minnesota, but I think I am gonna stick with my gut on this one and go Philly.
Ooh, the other frauds.
Yes,
Okay.
I
The
know.
other frauds.
I know, but if the NFL is scripted, they would give the Eagles a win after a 2-week loss. That's what I see. And
No.
then the Vikings will get a loss first game back from bye week. That's what you gotta remember. Vikings are coming back from a bye week. What
That's
happens
true.
to teams that come back from bye week?
They're a little
A
sluggish.
little rusty. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
that's why that's the only real reason why I did pick Philadelphia this week is only because Minnesota was coming off the bye week.
I don't know. After that,
Yeah.
but whooping against the Giants, I think I'm back on the fraud alert for Philadelphia. Both me and Tony got Minnesota.
Well, I want to tell y'all this stuff. Okay, I am the only one that picked Philadelphia, yeah. But I want to tell y'all this: if the Eagles do win, it's 100% scripted. 100% scripted.
You know what? If it happens, I will call you immediately.
And I'll tell you I'm sorry. I'll tell you I'm sorry.
Because there's no, like, again, last week, and it could have just been like one of those off days. You know, every team could have an off day. They came out
Too big headed.
They came out undefeated for like the first couple games, and lost 2. I don't know, but I feel great about the Vikings.
Hold on, before you say something, I feel like the Eagles, how they are right now, is exactly how that Pittsburgh Steelers team from a few years back, where they started undefeated all the way until game 14,
Yeah.
and then they lost every game after that. I feel like they gave that vibe that I think it was 2019, 2020, or 2020, 2021 Steelers. It was that season where they started off undefeated. They went like 12-0, 13-0. Then right after that, they lost every game.
They got humbled.
Yeah, they got too humble and too big-headed, and then ended up going to the playoffs first round. Missed the bye week, ended up getting to play in the wild card, and then got whooped in the wild card.
Yeah.
And I believe it was, I want to say, to the Kansas City Chiefs. It was the year that Kansas City got that first Super Bowl with Patrick.
Yeah.
I want to say that. So it gave me that vibe, which means in that case, Eagles are going to lose that wild card. Go ahead.
Carolina at Jets. And obviously, I got Carolina.
I got Carolina. Gerald got Carolina.
I got Carolina, and Tony also has Carolina.
Carolina 5-0 sweep. Okay, hold on. Do you want to go ahead and give your boys that shine. Too bad Tony's not here, but go ahead.
So let's just talk about a little bit here. In the first hopes, after just for a thought, I knew that they were slipping up a lot. I knew that the way it was going, they were kind of how do you say this? It was being dropped. It was being fumbled too much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stuck with that decision just because of that. Is because I feel like they really can't hold the ball. And if Tony was here, he would argue a different point. But that's my whole take on it. That's really
I
it.
just want to tell you, congratulations on that victory against Tony.
Absolutely.
Just don't forget, y'all play each other, I think, next week. No? Is it next week? Or is it week 8?
Might be week 9, right?
No, not week 9. I can't believe we're really looking this up. I think it's week 10.
It's not even in week 10.
It's not week 10?
It's not week 10.
Are you sure?
Oh, this is Carolina.
Yeah,
New
week
Orleans.
10.
Is it?
Yeah, week 10. That's the week that Gerald, special guest Gerald, will be on here with us. And week 10 for that week where it's y'all against each other. And then the Cowboys also play the Eagles that week. And I think my Texans, if I'm right, I have a rival game that week. No, I think it's a hard game. Where's it at? Houston. No, yeah, rival. Jacksonville Jaguars. Ooh, that's going to be a good week. Week 10 is going to be awesome.
I feel like we should do like a special thing between me and you, Kyle.
What do you want to do?
Nice.
Maybe just like I know we do punishments and stuff, but I think this will be like a personal punishment.
Oh.
Rivals punishment.
Ooh, I'll get deep. So you want to cut deep if something goes bad then?
Yeah.
Oh, cutting deep. Okay.
All right, well, don't forget, Panthers 5-0 sweep. Next up.
All right, we have the New York Giants at Denver. I have Denver.
I have Denver. Gerald has the Giants.
I have Denver and Tony has the Giants.
I knew it.
So we have Denver 3-2, or Broncos 3-2 against the Giants. That game right there, Eagles whoop. The Giants whipped the Eagles. Broncos whipped the two teams that beat the Eagles this year are going off against each other now. And honestly, I would have picked Jackson Dart in the New York Giants, but I'm a Bo Weaver. I believe in Bo Nix, so I'm a Bo Weaver this week. You know?
Yeah. All right. Oh God, I can't even pronounce that. Indianapolis. Sorry. LA Chargers.
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 Minneapolis. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not the only one because Gerald picked Indianapolis.
Okay.
And so did Tony.
So the Colts. Oh, you picked the Colts? Yeah,
Yeah.
Colts 3-2 on this one. Me and you. You know, we know what's real. Chargers. By the way, this game and the last game, the Giants and Broncos were the two 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central games. And now, with that being said, don't forget Colts 3-2. With that being said, now we're going to head to the two 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central. Starting off with the Washington Commanders at the Dallas Cowboys. Honestly, truthfully, give me your pen. After what I saw the Commanders did against the Bears, no, I'm going Cowboys. I want to do that live on video.
Oh no.
I'm going Cowboys. Gerald went with the Commanders.
Oh,
You went with the Commanders.
I also went with the Commanders, but Tony sticking
Sportz.
true to the Giants.
Tony, I got your back, brother. Holding down for Texas. So, Washington 3-2. Me and Tony going for the Cowboys this week. The next 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Arizona Cardinals. I don't even have to say. I already know it's a 5-0 sweep. Isn't
Green
it?
Bay.
Green
Oh,
Bay.
Green Bay 5-0. The only was I wrong? What did I say at the beginning of the season? If Call of Duty or Battlefield anything comes out, the week it comes out, what happens the week shit comes out? Who's hurt, gone, and not playing or whatever? Colin Murray. Who? What came out last week?
Battlefield.
Who was out last week?
Kyle Murray.
I-
Coincidence?
Week 1. No, the first video. I called it. I said it first video. Y'all know I did. Go watch it. Season predictions. All right, watch it. I said it. I should get a gold medal for this. Look, all right.
And Kyle Murray, if you're seeing this, hey, if you're streaming somewhere, just let me know.
Hey, I'll join. Pew pew.
That'll feel kind of tough.
I ain't gonna lie. I only played it back a long time ago.
But
I'll do it again. All right. So the Sunday night, 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 Central, we have the Atlanta Falcons at the San Francisco 49ers. I have the Atlanta Falcons. Gerald has the San Francisco 49ers.
I have the Falcons.
Tony has Atlanta. I had San Francisco, but
I almost picked San Francisco,
but they had some major players injured.
Yes.
So
and Atlanta's starting to pick up.
I went with Atlanta
After that ass whooping they took from Carolina.
So okay,
yeah.
we're going.
So we got Atlanta 3-1
Yes.
or 4-1. Yeah.
Yep.
So Gerald's the only 49er. Ooh, my family gonna hate me for picking that one. All right. But Monday, October 20th, we have a doubleheader. Starting off the Monday at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, we had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions. I have Detroit. Gerald has Tampa Bay.
I have Detroit.
I have Detroit. Tony has Tampa Bay.
Oh my God. So Detroit 3-2. I know some of y'all believe in Baker. I ain't gonna lie. He looked like it. He looked like he cooking. But honestly, those cookies are gonna burn when they play in Detroit. Them cookies are gonna burn.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Detroit had a bad game, but don't forget they're playing at Arrowhead Stadium, and what happened? No penalties were called on Kansas. But Detroit will be home, fighting a tough Tampa Bay Buccaneer team who is number 1 in the NFC, and I believe number 2 or number 1 in the whole NFL right now. But either way, they're gonna lose to Detroit.
Yep.
All right, then last game of Week 7, Monday night, 10 Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. The Houston Texans at the Seattle Seahawks. Me and Gerald both got Houston.
Houston.
Tony has Houston. I think I'm the only one that flaked and went to Seattle.
Oh, it's all right. Houston 4-1. I can't really say nothing. This is my team. Of course, I'm gonna go for it. I almost did not pick my team because we're still having an offensive line problem, and at the same time, we're coming off of a bye week. And the worst thing about it, we're coming off a bye week with the away game. But with the bye week with 2 victories in a row, who was it over? I know Baltimore and the other team. I believe it was not Baltimore and where you at? Eeny, meeny, miny, no, we didn't play that one. I don't know. Wait a minute. It Tennessee. Why did I forget that? We blew them out. Yeah. Oh, oops. We blew out both Tennessee and Baltimore. The Titans and the Ravens. I won't say we're doing that against Seattle because Seattle do have a good offense. But we have the number 1 defense in the league. So there's going to be a good dogfight whenever that's on there. But whenever our offense is out there and their defense is out there, it's going to look like a 5th grade football game. Tell y'all that. But go Houston. Houston 4-1. But I have to break the news down. Tell y'all the truth. The only Week 6 winning record, 8-7, Kyle.
Hey,
me and James, 6-9.
Rigged. The game is rigged.
No, that's not how that works.
Me and James and Gerald, 6-9. And then Tony's 5-10. So you will be making a punishment for us and Tony, and you could announce it, or you could announce it in the next video.
I do have a punishment already chose for Tony.
For that Cowboy and Panther game.
That right now, whenever he decides to do a punishment video, I do not want to announce it this video, but when it happens, I will announce it. because I don't want to give up my hopes to say something that won't happen on his end.
Because he'll announce it, and the video it happens, you announce it, then later in the video
Yep.
we'll play it.
Yep. I just don't want to say something just in case. So.
But that right there was our week 7 picks. We thank y'all very much for tuning in, and hopefully it does not look like week 6.
Oh, okay.
Thank y'all for watching another episode of Offsidez Sports. I am Adrian.
Kyle.
Big James.
And we will be back next week with another one with week 8. Thank y'all.
Like and subscribe.